Good morning. I go by the name of Host Eric, and I'm the host of Talking with Famous People. This morning is a time of remembrance, a time of solemnity, or alternately, this morning is a time to do mushrooms. I do think I will do that this morning. Make some tea and we're 2 days out from Adderall. I'm not feeling especially tore up or exhausted or anything. Although, it's also fair to say that I'm not feeling energized to be maximally compelling on this live stream. So you're going to have to cope with a medium level of compellingness. And that might not be good enough for you, and I can't blame you for that. You might very well say, sorry, Eric, I only am willing to watch you when you're maximally compelling. Well, I can tell you this much. I will be having more fun. Good morning, Lemon Melon. Wrong kind of morning, but okay. I got up just a little while ago, probably a little earlier than I otherwise would have gotten up, except that Trouble wanted to be let out in the middle of the night, so I did. And then at 5 in the morning, he began meowing with the volume of 1,000 cats. And I got up and let him back in. So, okay. Let's just go ahead and not waste any time, get started on the mushroom tea right now. And, hope for the best, as they say, rather than hoping for the worst. All right. We get this little pot out. This little pot is good for making mushroom tea. We'll fill it up with water, as per meow. That's probably enough water. Now, let's go get the mushrooms. I'm what you might call a real mushroom enthusiast. I'm a big believer in the glory of love, but I'm even more a big believer in the glory of mushrooms. Alright, so I'm going to try these baby blues again, which I had at the baseball game. I'll put a little bit more in this time though. Like that many. That should be plenty. Now, yes, I did go poo before I started the stream, but now I feel like I have to go poo again. So, I'm going to do that. I'll leave you guys here looking that direction so you don't have to see me poop. I'll put the microphone over here. Well, I guess I could keep the microphone on me. So while the mushrooms are cooking, it's as good a time as any to poo, you know. Ideally, you do want to get all the poo out of you before you take mushrooms. Because they can have a little bit of a impact on the stomach, you know. So what you want to do is prepare your stomach for the mushrooms by ridding it of all of the poo. And I'm doing pretty well here today. This is my second poo of the day. And the day is very young still. So, I don't know, I might be winning some kind of pooing prize for best pooer. If I don't win it, I'm surely going to get second place. Big sneezes for little Eric. I'm thinking maybe after I win the pooing contest, I might win the sneezing contest. Okay, well. That was certainly a gratifying poo. I feel liberated from accumulated feces. Now I'm as light as a ballerina. That's how light I am. Okay, well, now doesn't Eric feel a lot better having pooed? Yes, he does. Kitty, stop meowing. You have food right there. This cat, he gets annoyed if there isn't food on both plates. even though he could just as easily eat the food on the other plate, even if he's not hungry. If the plate's empty, he gets irritated at me. All right, let me move this mic a little higher up on my shirt. There we go. Now we're winning the prize. I win the prize for most well-produced live stream. I've got so much CGI. You know, a lot of people don't realize that I don't even have any cats. This is a CGI cat. And that's a CGI meow over there. Meow. Trouble, can you not please attack Capio? Trouble is such trouble. He's the very definition of trouble. Right now he's attacking Rachel's phone charging cord. Obviously, suboptimal behavior for my CGI cat. Now he wants to go outside. Why? Because he's nothing but trouble. Oh. I am feeling a little low energy today, after all. We just finished the bottle of Adderall 2 days ago. But I gotta say, I feel much less tore up this time than usual. And the reason is because twofold. One, I was only able to get 40 of my 60 Adderalls this month. Now, that means I can get the next bottle 10 days earlier than I otherwise would have. So it's not like I'm really being cheated out of Adderalls. But it brings the cycle to a stop sooner. And also, the second reason is Rachel and I basically split the bottle of Adderall this month, which also makes it go through it faster. Which is fair because we're basically splitting her Klonopin too. And I tell you, if you want to manage a bottle of speed successfully, it really does help to have half a Klonopin to take care of you. This bottle, I did not miss a full night's sleep even one time. The first day I took it, I still got like 4 hours of sleep that night. So I'm not feeling super tore up, you know. I'm feeling considerably less tore up than I normally would at the end of a bottle, which is probably explains why I'm live streaming this morning. I slept my ass off last night. I got like 10 hours of sleep. Here's a pro tip. Don't pack your first bong rip in the morning that big. Your lungs need to be introduced a little more gradually to your bong rips than that. They're still waking up just like you are. Let me get a paper towel to blow my nose. better. So, at the moment the tea is brewing, cooking. It'll be a while. Supposed to let it boil for 20 minutes. Additionally, this morning I know this is going to shock everybody. I don't blame you for being shocked, maybe even appalled. This morning I'm drinking decaf coffee. And it was just the first bag of coffee I grabbed from our bags of infinite coffee that we have. My dad bought coffee every time he thought he saw a good deal on it. So we have like a lifetime supply of coffee here at our house. Bags of Starbucks, cans of whatever, all different kinds of coffee. I grabbed one out of the bag this morning. It was decaf, Starbucks decaf. But here's the deal. Decaf coffee is not entirely decaffeinated. It has a little bit of caffeine in it, so it's kind of not a bad idea to drink decaf coffee because then you could drink a lot more of it without feeling all gacky. Anyway, the point of it is, personally, I like decaf coffee. I don't necessarily want all that caffeine, you know? If I'm going to be stimulated by a substance, I'd rather it be speed. Caffeine isn't going to do anything good except make you feel like pukey. Anyways, I'm still kind of tripping out and just reveling in that baseball game we went to on Monday night. First of all, how often does anybody get to sit in the single best seat at a baseball stadium? I Googled it, and apparently the third baseline field box is broadly considered to be the best seats in a baseball stadium because it's right next to the home dugout. And I sat at the very end that was closest to the home dugout in the corner there where I had a shelf on either side of me. And it was amazing to be able to see everything so up close, to be able to say things to the players and have them hear you and stuff, It was absolutely amazing. I couldn't believe how great it was. And normally, I'd never be able to afford those seats. They probably wouldn't even be available, right? But with the Oakland A's, the game we went to had 2,064 people in attendance. Now that's a poorly attended Major League Baseball game. And it really felt homey, when there's that few people there. You really you look around and you get to know, by sight anyway, most of the people at the baseball game. Well, there's that group over there that's sitting, and there's those people. It was fantastic. And Rachel really seemed to enjoy herself quite a bit. She was kind of more into the game than me because I was live streaming and I was on mushrooms. But it was great. It was great. We want to go do it again. And we will at some point. Probably not till after the wedding, but that would be a good. See, I think Rachel and I are going to have to take a succession of one night trips for our honeymoon. Because obviously we've got the 2 cats. We could get Cameron to house it or something and go on a honeymoon proper, but I don't really think we're that into traveling. I wouldn't mind going to like Reno, which is about 6 hours away. See another A's game. That's a 6-hour round trip plus the game. It's like a 10-hour day. Push, push, push. There you go, though, guys. Okay. Okay. Trouble does not like it when the plates don't have enough food on them. There. Okay. Tea's coming along fine. And I'm hopeful I have a repeat experience with these baby blues, because when I did take them at the baseball game, I have never eaten less gross mushrooms than those baby blues. Because I had to eat them, because we didn't have any way of making tea, at the baseball park, obviously. So I ate them. And they were so not gross. I've never experienced mushrooms that not gross. So I'm hopeful that the not grossness translates into the tea. And that the tea as well turns out to be not gross. My stomach's been dealing with the mushrooms pretty well lately. It's like every once in a while I'll feel a little pukey, but by and large, my system seems to have accepted that mushrooms are just another food that I have to eat. What is up, New Groove Son? If I'm Sama, I guess that makes you Son. Could be the other way around. Maybe you're New Groove Sama and I'm just Eric Son. But really? I'd prefer if you called me Eric Onichan. Not just Chan, Onichan. I'd also be okay with senpai. I know, Misfortune, I didn't either. But, as I was explaining previously, this bottle of Adderall went more smoothly than most. It took away fewer hours of sleep than normal. Kitty, don't do that. You can do it on the carpet if you want to do that. Kampai. Taijo. Taijo is for captain. So that's a good one as well. Miss Waz giving us some daily fortunes, $5 a pop. I'll give you a daily fortune for free. You ready? Good shit's gonna happen to you today. How do you like that? That's worth more than $5 and it's free. I got a fortune for you too, Miss Fortune. You're gonna kick ass. That's worth at least $10. You got it for free. I said you're gonna kick ass. That's not weak sauce. That's kick ass sauce. Lemon melon, you're gonna get a fortune too. You're gonna smell so good today. That's lemon melon's fortune. Normally you just smell normal. But today, for some reason, you're gonna smell so good. People are gonna walk up to you and they're gonna be like, damn, lemon melon, you smell good. She's been working on her nuance. They can't be that generic. Okay. How about more specific then? You're going to be startled when you turn a corner and you happen upon a possum that hisses at you today. How's that, new group? You're going to be walking someplace today. You're going to happen upon a possum, kind of surprise it. It's going to hiss at you, and you're going to be startled. Is that worth $5? Maybe. Maybe it is. Eric's fortune. You will find a fork in the road. Do not fret. They both lead to love. I thought I was only going to find one fork in the road. Now you're saying I got to find two forks? There's a balance. That's too specific. Maybe revert to animal. Oh. Tiffany's fortune is, I found y'all. And now all your yo belongs to me. Tiffany's fortunes are always about Tiffany. You made a Tiffany one earlier. Don't be a stupid freshman. That's a good fortune. That's definitely a good fortune. I'm inclined, or I have a general desire to make a lot more Mindy's Club shorts because, unlike talking with fitness people, it doesn't matter how many videos I make on talking with fitness people. This channel never grows at all. But Tiffany's Club adds subs even when I'm not putting up videos. And when I do put one up, I always add 4 or 5 subs, it seems like. So, Obviously, Mindy's Club has way more growth potential than talking about famous people. I could have potentially Tiffany do daily updates on the Oakland A's. They either benched Shea Langoliers last night or maybe demoted him because he didn't play last night. I am not playing that game, New Groove. I already know that I cannot type people without typing them. I do not know what misfortune is. Every time I try to type people without typing them, I'm wrong. So, I might as well just give up on it entirely. If I don't actually type you, I have no idea what type you are. That's the truth. Well, that's her spot, That's her favorite spot in the house. She sits right there all the time. Yeah. It's like, sometimes I think, well, the way this guy writes his chats, he's got to be a yeah or whatever. And then whenever I actually type the person, it turns out I'm wrong. So, why do I even bother with that, I'm going to get a cigarette to smoke. This is Capillo. Capillo's a girl kitty. Trouble's a boy kitty. Smells like mushroom tea. Not the most pleasant smell in the world. But neither is it the least pleasant smell in the world. So I guess you just have to make do. You just have to make do like a lady named Sue. Hi, squirrels. We got squirrels galore out here. Squirrels really like sunflower seeds. That's like their favorite food. Trouble, of course, wants to come outside now. Because, well, come on out. In or out. In or out. You need to pick a side. No. No. You don't need to get that. This cat is such trouble. He has nothing but trouble. The woodland friends don't like it when I let the cats out here. They chitter, chatter, squeak, and squawk at each other, saying, "Everybody watch out, there's a cat outside." That's what they say to each other. It fucking troubles me when I come outside again. That cat is such trouble. He's just nonstop trouble. Both the cats slept with me for a decent portion of the night last night. Okay, that's enough cigarette for now. Go back inside. It's slightly chilly this morning, but it's gonna get to the mid 80s today up here. It's gonna get to the hundreds in like Fresno, Merced. So we were actually very close to a record high yesterday. We'll probably be close to a record high again today, if not hit a record. Because where's the this thing? I need this thing. This is an important thing. Cameron gave it to us, but I don't know where we'd be without it. It's nature's most important thing. This tea's not quite ready yet. It needs to boil down some more. This cat's not wearing any sunglasses, but look how cool she is. Now that's a cool cat. Let's get her maximally zoomed in. There. This is called close-up of cat. Uh-oh. I messed up. I like it when she has blue eyes. Look right at the screen, so you have blue eyes again. There. Now she looks like she's casting a spell of some sort. You know, that's a very magical looking cat now. She's got glowing eyes. Nice alternative Giga Chad book, kids book. Giga Chad kids book, huh? I wonder what a Giga Chad is. Trouble? Why do you constantly have to be so much trouble? Do you want to go outside again? Or you just want to run around and be active? In contrast, you don't really need a close-up of me. Hey, look. It's C. Joe Connell. C. Joe Connell is here. C. Jizzle. I like that name for him, Misfortune. C. Jizzle is a good name for CJ. I like that name. Okay. Let's see what we got here. That's not a ton of liquid. I could probably choke that liquid down, no problem. Where's my little filter thing, though? Here it is. Here's my filter. I'll let it boil down a little more. Ideally, you drink not that much liquid. You be the judge. Hollywood stars and celebrities. What do they know? Do they know things? Let's find out. Don't call the Tates red-pilled. Who's the Tates? What pill am I? Somebody tell me what pill I am. If every time he checks the chat my message is not there, it's out of my hands. I'd feel too pushy. Yeah, tragic truth and reality. Uh-oh. I don't like it when truth and reality are tragic. Oh, was CJ streaming when I started streaming? We could stream together. Yeah, they have that feature now. I guess you kind of have to plan ahead to do that, though. Hey Eric, I consider myself the foremost expert on CJ's type, and I think he's INFP. I'm open to debate. I don't want to debate that. I hate debating type. Because it's you have to do too much pre-work. Everybody's got to agree on definitions, etc., and generally nobody does. If you think he's INFP because of a similarity with a type description, then you're automatically going about it the wrong way. If you think he's INFP because of a function analysis, well, then you probably define the functions differently than I do. In other words, incorrectly. Of course, you don't see yourself as incorrect on either count, but because I do, it makes debating you about it not at all fun. But you know what is fun? And this doesn't require melting anything. Mushroom tea. That's what's fun. And if you like fun like I like fun, then mushroom tea is the thing for you. You're saying, Eric, it hasn't even been a full 48 hours since you last took it. Well, yeah, but here's the deal with that. I barely tripped on Monday, so I want to do a more successful job of tripping. That is kind of a lot of liquid, but whatever. I could try to boil it down more. It's a full cup of liquid, but that's fine. I'll just choke it down. I'll just choke it down and try not to frown. That's my goal. I want to minimize frowning. In order to do so, I'm going to need a better chaser than just that little bit of coffee I have left. So I'm going to get myself some more coffee. As per meow. How does one get oneself more coffee? People ask me this question all the time. And I'm going to tell you the answer. First, you pour the coffee into the cup. Then, you scoop the creamer into the coffee. Don't be shy with it. Put plenty of creamer in. Then stir it around so that all the creamer melts. Then you put that back in the creamer. Then you pull up your pants. Then you grab your coffee and make your way back into the living room. And that's how you make yourself more coffee. For this morning, none of you guys knew how to do that. Now, you've all learned. It's yes, that is what I said. It's a little too hot. I could put another piece of ice in it. Okay, well, I think I'll get another piece of ice. So, I'm now going to teach you how to get another piece of ice. First, you go into the kitchen. Locate the refrigerator. There it is. It's the large white rectangle. Now, you go to this part here. Make sure this light's on and not this one, or else water will squirt out. Then you go like this. You get yourself some cubes. These are 4 cubes. I don't need 4 cubes. I think I only need 2 cubes. So I'm going to put 2 cubes into the sink. 4 minus 2 is 2. This leaves me with 2 cubes. Note, these are cubes, but they're not cubes. You'd be better off calling these ice half circles, half oblongs. They're not cubes. They could have been cubes, maybe they should have been cubes, but instead they're half oblongs. Well, you know what we might do, CJ, just for you? We might go sit in the kitchen for a while It's not inconceivable. There are chairs in there. That's not very gross at all. That's what these baby blues have for them. I don't know if they're especially strong or whatever, but they're impressively not gross. All right, well, let's go finish this in the kitchen then. Why not? I'm going to get my cigarettes and I got a lighter in my pocket. I got my tea. And my coffee. I got my camera. I got my body. Oh no, I left my soul over there in that chair. I'll have to go back and get it. I know it's not Sunday morning, but with this homey setting, it makes me want to sing Velvet Underground's Sunday morning in the kitchen. I'm having mushroom tea and some coffee. I kind of forgot the melody of Sunday morning. That's fine. I'm giving myself a pass. There's one major problem, of course, with the kitchen plan. There's no TV in the kitchen, so I can't read your chats. I didn't realize that that was the fatal flaw of the kitchen plan until I actually sat down here and saw a chat appear on the phone. To me, that's unconscious TE for you. For that not to occur to me until I'm actually sitting down here and see the chat on the phone, that's bad TE. The reason I stream from the living room is because that's where the TV is and I can see the chats. Trouble? You are nothing but trouble. Did you know that? Well, I'm proud of myself. I finished that tea. And it wasn't very gross. And I'm hopeful that it will work well. One might conclude from Monday's experience that these mushrooms are kind of weak because I didn't get that mushroomed out on Monday, but I really didn't eat that many on Monday. So let's not jump to conclusions. It's also the case that you never know with mushrooms. They don't like to be predictable. They like to surprise you at every juncture. All right, so I'm going to put this over here in El Sink. And we're going to return to the living room because that's where I can read the chats. Although actually, I think before we return to the living room, let's go outside and have a cigarette. You want one? So I want to be accommodating, and therefore I will Go outside with you while you smoke one. Do you know who has such a supple wrist? The pinball wizard. He's got such an amazingly supple wrist. I've always thought, man, if only my wrist could be that supple. And I would like, additionally, for the wrists of Shay Langoliers to become that supple. Yes, light-hitting Oakland catcher Shay Langoliers. He's my new Woodland Cutlets. Tiffany believes him to be the best catcher in the major leagues. He's the best. He's the best catcher ever. I take a more realistic approach. I recognize that we've got some work to do, you know. He's hitting 220 something, and he strikes out an awful lot. But I know that when Tiffany says he's the best catcher in the major leagues, well, there's a good chance he's going to become that. Tiffany gets her way, you know. That's just how Tiffany interacts with the universe. She just gets her way. So, since she's unequivocal that Shay Langoliers is the best catcher in the major leagues, I'm confident he will become that. Oh, never mind any catcher, but Shay Langoliers. Never? Never. Tiffany has a lot of faith in Shay Langoliers. I think if we all begin to have a lot of faith in Shay Langoliers, we're going to see him emerge from his current caterpillar form into a butterfly. A butterfly that instead of flapping its wings, hits screaming doubles and doesn't strike out all the time. Okay, there are too many bugs out here. Y'all bugs need to go away. I agree with Tiffany. You bugs need to go away. I don't even know what kind of bugs you are. Are you gnats? Are you daddy longlegses? Are you mosquitoes? Well, there do seem to be a lot fewer of you now that Tiffany told you to go away. She's so effective at changing reality. It's wonderful. All right. Let's go back inside where I can read some chats. I'm going to use my reading eyes. Oh no! I banged the camera, I banged everything in the everything. Close the door. We don't want the bugs to come inside. And, oops, I left my coffee. Grab my coffee. And relocate to the place where I can read the chat. Okay, let's see what's happening here in Internet Town. Zaddy Longlegs, huh? But she wants to know why she's given half her life to people she hates now. Pretty sure that's Morrissey who wants to know that. I think it's possible I brought a mosquito back in here with me. The general rule about edible mushrooms is the only mushrooms you should ever eat are psychedelic mushrooms because all other mushrooms are gross. Well, all mushrooms are gross. So once you remember that, then it's pretty easy. Is my calling giving mushroom advice? Okay. I'm pretty good at that. If you like mushrooms, like I like mushrooms, then you should eat mushrooms. Mushrooms are a wonderful friend. Stephanie says, I can't remember the tune to it right this second. I keep singing Candy Says. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. I keep singing that. That's a different song. Well, I can feel the discombobulation coming on. The World Tenenbaums was a good film for sure. I am feeling very discombobulated all of a sudden, which is to say, it's going to be a little stretch of time between now and when the mushrooms kick in, during which I'm going to be a little weak as a streamer. What's required is simply to let everything settle in. That's what's required. That's what's required during this stage of the activity. One has to just let things settle in. You just let your kettle settle. Try not to meddle. And everything in the end comes out bleddle. These are coming on pretty hard and fast, which surprised me based on my experience on Monday. Where there's only one set of footprints, that's where you're carrying me. I got the drug sweats. No, I never saw that one. I like the idea. Have you never seen the Book of Jesus? That's hilarious. The drug sweats. You never really know what you're going to get when you take mushrooms. Mushroom trips come in a variety of forms. I tell you what, right now is the time for lying down. Why don't we all go lie down for a little while? I think you're going to enjoy it. I think you're going to say, this is relaxing. I should have lied down a long time ago. But first, I think I have to go pee. It's probably a good idea to go pee first. Okay. Now, I'm going to go in here. I'm going to go pee. much urine. I must have been collecting urine all morning in order to produce that much urine. I feel like I might have another poo in me too, but that's not ready to come out yet. Alright, let's go lie down for a bit. A lot of times, it's important to lie down at the beginning of a mushroom trip. It helps align your mushroom chakras. That's one theory. That's just one of many theories on the matter. Oh. Oh, right. I have to put the microphone onto the blanket. There. There now. Don't you find this cozy? I do. I think it's exceedingly cozy. Exceeding what, you might ask? Everything. Bread is here with me. I sure am. You're very comfortable, Brad. Thanks, Eric. Wonderful bread. Place of peace and tranquility. Bread is a place of peace and tranquility. Hello, Kitty. Kitty is also a place of peace and tranquility. And Kitty's coming right now. Oh, yes. Hello. Hello, Mr. Man. Come to Daddy. Because Daddy knows. And Daddy loves. Yeah. What a good kitty. Yes, you're a very good kitty. And Daddy knows. This microphone is a little bit too close. There, that seems like a little bit of a better location. Oh, right. Right. Hmm. Hmm. I feel kind of sad. I think it's just post Adderall sad. I don't think I have anything to be sad about. You know what song makes you wait a long time for it to kick in? Is Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger by Daft Punk. Makes you wait such a long time for it to finally drop all the way. Okay, I think I need to take a shower. You guys can't get in the shower with me. So I think I'll put you outside, plug you in so you don't run out of electricity, and take a shower. But it might be a few minutes before I actually motivate out of bed to do that. Of course, the problem with the shower sounds wonderful because it sounds so warm, but then you get out of the shower. It's not warm when you get out of the shower. It's cold as the winter winds. We have a heat lamp thing in the bathroom that helps reduce that temperature shock, but still. You're not looking at your warmest 5 minutes ever, right? When you get out of the shower. Right now I'm nice and cozy, but a shower sounds so refreshing. The beginning of a mushroom trip kind of unavoidably has to be directed towards SI experience, or else you're gonna be all like, eh. Although not necessarily, like, depends on the trip, really. This one requires some SI attendance before it settles in, for sure. As long as you feel that's the feeling of this mushroom trip so far. With that little song there. Something like that, maybe. It makes me want to squirm, squirm, squirm like a worm. And then I'm gonna toss and turn. Squirm, squirm, squirm like a worm. Right, 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 right. This is the experience translated into noises so that others can know the feeling within. Oh. Okay, I've got to take a shower. Really, I should just end this live stream, start another one when I'm ready. But instead of doing that, I'm going to put you guys outside and plug in the phone because it sounds like less of a hassle. Now you're no longer on the level there, Mike. Oh. I feel very serotonin mushroomy right now. Now just to get the plug for you. I see that CJ agrees with me about that Daft Punk song. Doesn't it make you wait a super long time? But yeah, I agree. It's amazing when it drops. Okay, well, you're fully charged now. So I don't need to worry about charging you for a while at least. I'm done with my shower. Yes, I puked. I kind of was feeling coming on, which is probably why I wanted to take a shower. And I feel better now that I puked, but not entirely better, you know. It's like, what I determined while puking in the shower was it's never about the mushrooms. It's always about, you know, mushrooms are like a woman. If she's not enjoying it, you're not doing it right. Except with mushrooms, it's just you. There's just you and mushrooms. There's no woman. You know, that's where the analogy breaks down. Um, if you're not enjoying it, in other words, if you're puking, you earned it somehow. Well, I earned it this time by just, same way I always earn it, by trying to force something, you know? In this case, I was trying to force fun on Sleepy Week. And I may have successfully forced fun on Sleepy Week. But it cost me puking. It may cost me more puking still. Because already I can feel like I'm having more fun than I should be allowed to be having right now. And so there may be more puking in store. I'm also feeling mushroom cold. So maybe I should put on a jacket. Or stand in the sun, which is what I originally did until I moved over there for some reason. So naturally, the question is, well, am I still tripping after I puke? A lot of times when you puke, it kind of takes away your tripping too. The answer is, yes, I'm still tripping, even though I puked. What meaning are we to take away from that? I don't know. Except maybe that it sure is lovely outside. I wonder where the camera, I just turned the whole thing around. Trying to figure out how to turn it to the other camera. I just turned the whole thing around and then I don't have to figure that out. Less TE this way. Well, actually, that was an example of great TE. I can't see the screen because the sun's on it. To just figure out what button to push to make it go to the other cameras. So I just turned the whole thing around. Move the people, not the food. It's that classic same thing. Except instead of people and food, it's tripod and camera. I wonder if there's anybody here. So I need a beverage. Something that's not coffee. Like, this seems like the best beverage right now. Currants Squall in there. This is nice and breakfasty and soothing. It will please me. Now, I didn't get lost in the shower. I got puking in the shower. Took me a while to build up to the puke. Took me a while to come down from the puke, you know. Puking's not an instantaneous endeavor. There. Meow. I'm still feeling kind of mushroom cold. So I'm going to put on this jacket. I think this is going to help solve the mushroom coldness. Oh. And I'm still feeling somewhat discombobulated. Let me see. His last words before killing was, Michael Smith came to his house and murdered him in a rage. His last words before killing was, I will one day bang Melissa Talks and nobody will stop me. That's not what happened. Almost as bad. I was puking. I still feel kind of pukey. That's the worst part about it. Is that I'm not sure I'm done puking. I'm like, why is it only 63 degrees today? Right now, it's supposed to be 86 degrees out today. Which is like super hot for up here, like record high. Oh, kitty, you're wonderful. Yes, and Daddy loves you. Because of your wonderfulness, that's why. Kitty is wonderful. Nobody can deny that. I mean, people could try to deny it, but nobody would believe them. Meow, what do you keep meowing about, Meow? I just gave you more food not that long ago. You can't possibly be out of food already. What are you meowing about? Meow. I hear you. You're looking at your food area as though to tell me you need more food, but I know you can't possibly be eating all that food I just poured out there already. You're just trying to trick me into getting up and looking. That cat, he tries to trick me a lot. He's successful, he tricks me a lot. Okay, I'll go look. Fine, I'll go look. Sometimes he's right, you know. Sometimes he's just trying to trick me. All right, I'll go look. He keeps looking at me like, well, you have to come see. Okay, I'm looking. Well, I'll be damned. One of the two plates is empty. The other plate, of course, has plenty of food on it. But Trouble doesn't like it when either of the plates is empty. It is my job to make sure that neither of the plates is ever empty. Okay, fine. There. Now both plates have food. You weren't just trying to trick me, fine. Sometimes he's just trying to trick me, but this time he was telling the truth. He gave me this certain kind of meow, close eye thing, as though to say, no, I'm telling the truth. But you know, it's having you cry wolf. Even when there is a wolf, people are hesitant to believe you. Oi, oi, oi. I feel so serotonin-y. Doing mushrooms on Sleepy Week is a lot different than doing mushrooms on Adderall, I'll tell you that. If you do mushrooms on Adderall, you can kind of just skip the whole need to lie down for a while part. And you don't really get so hit by the serotonin parts, like feeling cold, yawning so much, being like, ah, oh, Jesus Christ. But in the absence, of Adderall, well, there's an inherently kind of speedy quality to mushrooms, but an equally inherent sleepy quality to them. You know, it's like mushrooms kind of battle against themselves all the time. Ah, well, anyway, I think what I will do is pull bomber up. And then I may wrap this stream up just because we'll see what the bomber up does. Because I'm so serotonin-y. Well, let's see what the bomber up does. Bomber can have one of multiple different possible impacts on your mushroom trip, depending on a lot of different factors. Sometimes they can make you trip harder. Sometimes they can make you puke. Those are really the two things that that barn ropes can do to you on mushroom. They either make you trip harder or they make you puke. There's pretty much it. But whether it's the former or the latter, I mean, sometimes they might not do anything, I guess. But that was a nice, clean, straight ahead bar. In other words, running clog issues. Didn't go down wrong, so you're coughing your lungs out, you know. Well, LSD won't make you nauseous at all. Okay, I'm gonna end this stream. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go to bed, but I am sure that I'm not in good streaming state right now, so I'm just going to end this stream. Thank you all for being here. Have a good day.